going on, guys? JSGC here, back again with another daily Man City transfer updates. We've got no contract news to speak about. Before we speak about today's out news, we do have the very latest on an update from Hugo Viana, who was asked about transfers after the UEFA Champions League draw yesterday. He laughed and he's confirmed that he is working hard in the background and behind the scenes to get things sorted in terms of transfers with Manchester City. We are expecting some movement over the coming 3 days. I suspect it's going to be Issa Kabore, Calvin Phillips, Stefan Ortega and Manuel Akanji are going to be the players that we're looking at potentially leaving Man City. There are still some question marks about İlkay Gündoğan, and we do also need some clarity on Ederson's future and a potential move being made for Gianluigi Donnarumma. There may still be a surprise or two left in this window as well. This late into the window, we do start to see crazy deals happening, and they do tend to appear out of nowhere. It does look like Man City are going to remain active in this window right up until transfer deadline day, so I will keep you guys up to date with all the latest City transfer news here on YouTube. The easiest way to stay up to date, remember, is to subscribe to my channel. So, moving on to the first player I want to speak about in the outs is an update on Stefan Ortega Moreno, and we've had an update from Germany. It's come in from BILD, and they've said that Borussia Monchengladbach have shown an interest in signing Stefan Ortega. We've not really seen that many developments on Stefan Ortega over the last few weeks. A deal does hinge on are Borussia Monchengladbach going to see Stefan Ortega as their first choice goalkeeper. Ortega wants to be a number one goalkeeper, so he stands the very best chance of going to the World Cup with Germany next summer. So it all depends on that, and also what package has been offered to Stefan Ortega, and it isn't easy securing permanent transfers this late in the window. And I will chuck out a suggestion that I wouldn't rule out that a potential loan deal for Stefan Ortega to a club probably in Germany could be sorted, which would see Stefan Ortega work through to the end of his Manchester City contract, which is up in June of 2026, or next summer. Now, moving on, the final transfer in the outs is a big update on Manuel Akanji, and Fabrizio Romano has now confirmed that AC Milan have asked Man City to keep them up to date on Manuel Akanji. AC Milan have identified 3 players that they're interested in signing before transfer deadline day when it comes to centre-backs, and Akanji is one of the 3 players that is being considered by them. Now, Gaughan has said that there is some interest coming in from the Premier League, not just from Crystal Palace. He believes that there is an unnamed Premier League club that is also interested in signing Manuel Akanji from Man City. Fabrizio Romano has since confirmed that the interested Premier League club is Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Gaughan went on to say that Akanji wants to be playing Champions League football next season, but he does want to take some time to think things over before making a decision. The problem is time is running out in this transfer window. We've got just over 3 days left of the window. Fabrizio Romano has said that AC Milan are potentially wanting to escalate a transfer for Manuel Akanji, and the latest word coming in from the Italian club is that they are willing to pay the £15 million asking price set by Man City, and AC Milan currently are in discussions with Akanji's camp over personal terms. Questions here is how keen is he on a move to Italy to play for AC Milan, and can they afford his wage demands? Akanji, I think, is on over £150,000 a week at Man City, which makes it very unaffordable for a lot of clubs, in particular clubs playing on the continent and playing in Europe. It's more a Champions League club. If he wants a Champions League club, it'd be a Champions League club that plays in the Premier League where the big money is. The question is, though, Tottenham Hotspur, would they be willing to pay Akanji the asking price on his wage? And I do think there is a fair bit to go when it comes to this transfer. But of course, I'm expecting some more developments on this over the coming 24 hours. I will keep you up to date with my daily City transfer updates. Do pay attention to Pep Guardiola's press conference for the build-up to Man City's game this weekend against Brighton and Hove Albion, because Pep Guardiola will give some information and updates on players, including players that are going to be included in the squad or not going to be included in the squad, as potentially they're looking towards transfers. Akanji left out of Man City's squad last weekend for our game against Spurs. It'll be interesting to see if Akanji is left out once more whilst he contemplates his future. and the same with the future of Ederson, what's happening there, and also getting an update on Savinho, which very much looking like he's going to be staying at Man City at this moment in time. Now moving on to the ins, the only player really that's been linked with a move to Man City right now is Gianluigi Donnarumma, the 26-year-old Italian goalkeeper at PSG, and we've had an update on him from Fabrizio Romano. He's confirmed that negotiations are still continuing and little progress is being made, so he puts emphasis here that progress is being made, it's just little progress, and everything pretty much here hinges on what does happen with Ederson, and once more pretty quiet on Ederson. We've not got an update on that, so it'll be interesting to see if Ederson once more is in the squad for Man City this weekend for our game against Brighton, and also interesting to see if Ederson starts for Man City, because I could suggest that if he does end up starting for Man City for our game against Brighton, it means City are willing to run the risk of injury, which would suggest to me that Man City aren't going to be selling Ederson this summer. So that I look forward to, and we'll get our update on that, of course, after Man City's game on Sunday against Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, Fabrizio Romano has gone on to say in terms of Donnarumma that we're looking at a fee of around 30 to 35 million euros. That's 26.01 to 30.34 million pounds in today's currency exchange rate. Donnarumma does have 10 months left on his PSG contract. He's already said farewell to the PSG fans, and he's already confirmed that he does want to leave the club this summer. It means that PSG don't have much leverage when it comes to negotiating a transfer for Donnarumma. And the question here is, are PSG willing to not sell Donnarumma this summer and allow this to develop to January? And if they do, what's going to happen in the meantime between September and January? Are they going to register Donnarumma? It's going to disrupt the potential harmony of the squad. It's going to disrupt the potential registrations and the long-term plans for PSG as well. It's well within PSG's best interest to secure a sale. So if Man City are the only interested party, which right now they are the only interested party, that could change, of course, by transfer deadline day. Remember, it does get very crazy. Then that gives Man City a lot of power in negotiations, and I know Man City aren't happy to be spending 26 to 30 million pounds on a goalkeeper who's got less than 1 year left on his contract. We're struggling to get even 10 million pounds for Ederson, who's the best in the world when it comes to distribution, and I know that Ederson has got the same amount of length on his contract as what Donnarumma's got, and I know that Ederson is a little older than what Donnarumma is. Ederson into his 30s now, his early 30s. I think he's 31 years old, whereas Donnarumma 26 years old, but we're still looking here at two big names in the goalkeeping world, so you would expect in terms of the transfer fee not to be too far away. So let's say City accept £10 million. I certainly don't think Donnarumma would be worth twice the price of Ederson at £20 million. So it's all here about how good a team's at negotiating. As we get closer to transfer deadline day, clubs get very desperate, players get very desperate, the players' entourage get very desperate, and things get very hectic very quickly. And the fact that it's looking like City are going to be super busy on transfer deadline day maybe suggests a bit of concern, but it does also keep things very exciting. And as long as City can get the business done that they want to get done in this window, then I'd be pretty happy with that. We need clarification on Ederson. Are we going to be pushing through with Donnarumma? What's happening with that? What's happening with the outgoings? We need things to start accelerating, and they need to start happening very soon. 3 days left of this transfer window. So strap yourselves in, guys, because I'm going to keep you guys up to date every single day here on YouTube with all the latest City transfer news. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. It is free, less than 400 subs away from my aim of 47,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be great. Social media links are in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up. 400 likes is the aim, and get your thoughts in the comments below. And religiously, I'll see you tomorrow for the next Daily City Transfer Update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.